Good day, everyone, and welcome to another coaching session. Today we will be looking at a Kalista Bronze 1 bottom lane. This is patch 5.3, and today we are January 24th. So I'm not a really experienced Kalista player. I actually do not play her, but we will see how this one goes. 30 seconds.
"30 seconds until minions spawn." Minions have spawned.
Okay. Well, first of all, you can already do the double golem, okay? With Leona, it's pretty easy also, especially if you take the stun. You can alternate the tank to the double golems, but taking the double golem is really something that you have to try, or maybe you do not trust like your teammate, or do you think this is too dangerous, but just a general tip over there, just try to do the double golems because it is really helpful to do it in the bottom lane. Because you'll get to the lane with less HP, yes, but you will hit level 2, I think after 1 or 2 creeps. This is going to be pretty mind-bugging. Dashing all the way. Well, it's not about you, but already your Leona should go use her relic shield stacks. Okay, some pretty good CSing. You did not miss that many of them, but still there is room for improvement, but it's pretty good so far. Your Leona is, well, you shouldn't have missed that like the other one nor that one, because they were not harassing you anyway, so gotta practice a bit more the CSing. I have no clue why your Leona took Relic Shield if she's not going to use any stacks.
Executed.
Leader died to red. Pretty interesting. Well, so far this lane has been a 1v2 that I'm not saying anything because there's actually not anything to be said. Just CSing. Well, you should tell your Leona though to use her stacks way earlier than this, and to actually save them for the cannon minions. Because I think the next wave is a cannon minion, right? Yeah, it is a cannon minion. She's not gonna have it. We'll watch that. As soon as I take my eyes off the lane, there's action. You were you? Yeah, you're level 3. Okay, you didn't take your Q. Because you could have just used the minions to move in advance and just at least hit the Ezreal once. Because of the Leona passive, it would have hurt a lot. Your damage, especially because you can pop your E, so it will do a lot of damage like with Leona's burst. Try to take less auto attacks from Annie because yes, it's good to push the wave, but if you're going to get one hit from Annie, you're better off not hitting the minion. Even though she's not an AD carry, she has her Frostfang? Spell Thief, sorry, Spell Thief. Okay. She has her Spell Thief that will do a lot of damage to you. After you saw that the Ezreal Arcane shift away, you should have turned immediately onto the Annie because it was free. Right here. Should have went into the bush to reset the aggro, and then turn onto Annie. Okay, and you have to be able to target the right, the right one instead of hitting the minions beside. So a bit of improvement mechanic-wise on that part possible. It is pretty funny, Yudir trying to do the dragon after he died to red. Oh, be careful right there. It could have been really dangerous if they played well, because you just move forward towards an Annie who has a stun. So it was free damage for the Annie, like on you, but well, she didn't do anything because, with like all respect due, this is bronze still, so she wasn't able to like have the right mindset to punish you. Be careful when you move forward like that. Like, yes, you have a passive, but honestly, you're not forced to use it. Like, use it when necessary, but do not use it for the sake of using it. And also tell your support to use her relic shield. Like, if you want her, you should have let her get that one. If you want her to use a relic shield without having to type, well, take this minion or something, just ping the minion. It's pretty obvious when you ping a minion. If she doesn't get it the first time, just tell her like, well, when I ping a minion, get it. I'm leaving it to you. So communicate with your support. Like, it doesn't cost you that much. Like right now, you could type that because you don't need to hit the minions. So it will give a lot of gold to your support, and the more gold your support has, the more defensive the more defensive she can be towards you, because she gets a Locket or a Face of the Mountain and Shiktura. Like that. That's what she should have done earlier. Leona taking damage is not as bad as Ezreal taking damage because he has a relic shield and Ezreal only has his blade of Doran's blade. So Leona taking damage, trading damage with Ezreal is not bad. Though she took a bit too much, but still okay. She shouldn't go back in though. But Annie, like I said earlier, Annie did the right thing by stunning you. That's what she should have done earlier, and it would have cost you a lot of HP. So be careful with your dashes. You're not forced to use them. It's just a bonus ability. You did not need to use your. Oh, she should have been able to all in you right there. But you did not have to use your mana. Yeah, it does cost mana, right? Okay. Well, 20 mana is not that much, but you could have used it. You could have saved it, because there was no way you were going to move forward like that. The minions are coming anyway, so you did not have to move up like that. Leona's dead. You just You saved the Leona, but she went back in, so... But it was a really, really good ultimate by you to save Leona. You did not have to flash, though. I questioned your flash, but it was really a really good intention that you had. Just that, like, honestly, that one is all on Leona. It's not your fault she died. Um, I'm not a pro at Kalista, okay, but from what I've seen, people usually go more attack speed early game. Um, I don't know if it's specifically after the BF sword or if it's like they rush the attack speed before BF sword, but it's something that you might consider and just giving you some options here. You could have used the fact that the minions were not inside the turret range anymore to just stack up more E onto the Udyr because he had to run anyway, so you wouldn't be able to. Well, you wouldn't have had to eat any hits. So instead of just proccing one stack of E on him, you could have just stacked your E and then proc it at the end. You might actually have been able to kill him had you done that. Okay, you did not have to ward right now because Udyr just recalled. Okay, he recalled well, not in front of you, but he recalled really not long ago. So you're basically wasting a 30 seconds on your trinket if you take for granted that Udyr will come gang bot lane. So if he does not come gang bot lane, you're wasting a bit more time, but that you can't know. So taking for granted that he is going towards bottom lane, you wasted 30 seconds on your trinket. Or 20 seconds, less than 20 seconds on your trinket. Because there was no way he was going to be there within those 20 seconds after recalling. Okay, now you're really moving inefficiently because you went to one place then you went to another. So you have to make up your mind and go towards where is the right decision to go. Make it. You can easily kill him. Good, good, good. You can easily kill Annie too. Good. So move more efficiently next time. Like right there. We saw a Kali going bot lane, so she could have let Katarina get that kill, but still. So yeah, you have to make up your mind instead of just walking back and forth. So next time, decide in advance where you want to go. Do you want to get for? Do you want to set up for kills, or do you want to go push the wave so they can't do anything about it? Like they can't go help their teammates because they have to push back the wave, etc. So instead of just walking inside the river, back and forth, it's more efficient if you decide something, the most optimal thing, and stick up to it. Those recalls animation are really cool. Can you sold all your pots? Instead of selling all those pots, you should have just went into the jungle and do the double golems. This is not. I don't know what you're waiting for. What item? How much gold do you have? Are you waiting for a full infinity edge? Okay, full Huron. You could have done the double golem if you really wanted to wait for the whole item, or just stay in the lane and push the lane a bit more. Like you did not have to waste all those potions and all those seconds. You could have gotten the gold another way from the lane, or even the jungle could be fine. Um, if we talk about your mid laner and your jungler, it's not a bad idea to dive them, but you guys could be doing something more important, like pushing the mid lane, because if there's only a Mumu, it could have. Okay, one. I'll let this finish first. Okay, so one. Only a Mumu was fine. Does he have his ultimate? Yeah, he had his ultimate. He could have just walked in, ult, and then Leona could easily EQ onto somebody, and you could basically just ult Leona, and she goes in, etc. So only a Mumu was fine. Now Katarina is letting all those CS go away, and is letting Akali get bigger and bigger. She's not that much of a monster yet, but still, it's free. She's getting free golden experience. That's point one for team coordination, but that's overall. That's not only on you. And also, second, do not tank the turret. Okay, let anybody hit the target first. But you are like the damage, the biggest damage source on your team. Well, for this situation. So do not tank the turret for nothing, because you will have to move out, and having to move out, it did not turn bad in this situation, but in some situation it might be really important that you do the most damage you can. So that's a good habit to pick up for more important situations, to let anybody else tank but yourself being the AD carry. Good damage onto the turret. Yeah, that's free kill. He just moved. Oh, you didn't have to heal there. Okay, multiple points, so let this finish. Okay. Here. Ezreal move right here, okay? This is good by you. Just taking, just doing a lot of damage. He did not have to heal because he already healed. And also, he just escaped. Like, there's no way you were going to go inside this turret and dive him. So, unless Leona landed her ultimate and tanked the turret for you, you could have healed. But, other than that, there was no point trying to heal and catch up to him. Now, you just ate a turret shot. And you see that Annie has her stun. It's okay if you do not attack her, even if you're Kalista. Like, it's a playstyle error that you're doing here. You're getting baited basically by your champion's kit, because like you feel that you have to use those little dashes, but you really don't. Okay, you have to keep in mind you are still an AD carry, even if you have huge mobility. So obviously, like, this is a big mistake, because now she's going to use her Timber to stun you both. And also, you flashed in a straight line from you to Ezreal, overall from Ezreal to you. Obviously, he was going to do it in a straight line, to hit you, and you flashed into a straight line. So those are the three key mistakes that you did in that fight. You healed for to chase under a turret, so you basically ate a turret shot, and that canceled your heal. The attack speed, the movement speed did not matter at all. And second, you got baited by your champion's kit. Like, you did not have to go in there. And third of all, you flashed into a straight line. So if you want to be sure that he will not hit you with his ultimate, wait until he releases the ultimate and then you flash. But of course, you have to have good reflexes for that. Actually, like, you don't have to have good reflexes, because you know that he's going to hit it, so you already have your finger on your flash, right? So just basically look at the direction it's taking and flash towards like 90 degree from it, instead of flashing preemptively and like hoping that he will miss, though you flash into a straight line though. Yeah, you can kill Akali on that one. You should have ulted. You not ulting forced Leona to flash in. So do not be afraid to use your ultimate. Your spells are there for you to use them, right? So do not be afraid to keep them, to use them. Like, I'm not talking about wasting them, but here, it could have granted you a double kill, and you knew that dragon was coming up because you have the timers. So, double kill, yes, the dragon is pretty secured.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Actually, well, this is bronze, okay, so securing... I'll pause it. Okay, so securing those 2 kills would secure the dragon, so it is something for 90 seconds. I think it's 90 seconds. Yeah. So for 90 seconds, you get 2 kills and you get a dragon. Is that worth it? Yes, totally worth it. For now, Udyr was running towards you guys. He was sandwiched around here, so you did not have to use your ultimate for this Udyr right here. And that was an overkill by you. Well, because Leona, she has no control over it, so when you ult her, she basically has to go in.
Red team double kill.
Okay, we'll talk about this. Well, first of all, the Katarina diving was absolutely bad. Okay, you did not need to dive like that. Okay, do not mimic her decision making. It's really totally bad. And she flashed in to do that. Okay, you taking the turret is the right answer to this. Like, you have to do that. That's the good thing. Okay, now, first, Amumu could ult. Okay, and he should ult to secure your life because you are the big monster on the team after Katarina died. Okay, and also do not go back in. She is dead against those two. Of course, she is going to be dead. So you did not need to go in to eat that much damage so Annie can kill you. So don't be that greedy. Let your team do the thing for you, okay? Like, if you can let your team finish a kill and securing your life, well, why not do that? Because you're not going to die. And also, because you died, taking dragon is going to be a bigger risk. That's solely because you went back in to get the kill, so do not be that greedy next time. So your team is blindly doing dragon. But I guess it's fine because, well, Udyr's not answering to this. But this dragon could have been way more secured if you did not go back in. So keep that in mind for next time. Okay. This is not about you, but I'll tell you this, okay? Okay. So when you go inside a dragon pit that the enemy team is already in there doing the dragon, you have to focus down the jungler. Okay, you do not try to hit the dragon or say like, oh well, it's going to be a 50-50 smite battle. No, you secure the dragon. How? By killing the other jungler. Do not do like Annie, who just killed Leona and then spam her spell on the dragon. That is absolutely bad. Okay, that is not what you have to do. So this is not towards you, but this is like, well, I mean, it's a comment towards the team, but it's a tip for you because, well, obviously they're not going to hear this. Good. You can easily kill them. Just that's cool. So you came back here to finish up. But yeah, that attack speed build is more what I usually see. Well, as a person that does not play Kalista, that is what I usually see. The Kel, this game is basically like 4v5 because the Kel is actually 6v4 because the Kel is actually feeding. And she's giving the illusion that there is anyone defending top lane, but in reality she's just feeding the Riven. so it's 6v4. Okay, that's cool, but now you're risking your life. So if yeah, you're probably going to die. He's going to have his Arcane Shift soon. So you transferred the double. Did you? Yeah, you had double buff, right? Yeah. So you transferred the double buff, and you got killed. You used your heal, all that to kill an Annie. It is not that worth it because your impact on the game, what you can do compared to the Annie, is much greater. So you should not trade your life for her. It's actually a good decision on her part to die to kill you. Well, this game is pretty much just a stomp.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
It was good by you using the minions to go faster towards him. I'm speeding up because this is clearly just a stomp. There's not much to say. You did the right thing this time. You did not hit the Kalista. Well, not within the turret range before someone hit the Kali before you. So you were able not to tank the damage from it. So it's good.
Red team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
Good. It just took the inhibitor.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Killing spree.
Okay, it's good. You use your passive to create some distance between you and Udyr to keep the distance up. This is really like, this is what you have to do. Using your champion's kit to your advantage. But still do not get baited by it. You do not have to use it. But in that situation, yes, it was the good idea. Do not go tank a turret, even if it's one shot. Maybe like when it's really important, yes, you can go tank the turret one shot and then let your team tank after. But in that situation, Amumu was like a tad bit behind you, so you did not have to do that. And I'm really questioning why you guys... Okay, so in this situation, it would have been better if you helped your team. Usually I would say like get the objective, but when your team is like just diving like that, you're way better off just helping your team when the turret is not about to go down. Because this turret was full HP or nearly full HP. So there was no way you were going to finish the turret, right? So it was better. You were better off just helping your team because your team was already tanking the turret. So you had no risk hitting the enemy champions. By doing that, you would allow your team to go back out faster and not die to the turret and the enemy team right there. So in that situation, and honestly because of this rank also, it would have been better for you to help your team dive. Okay. Now, you did something that I really don't want you to do. Chasing after a kill for the sake of having a kill. Now you guys are all about the KDAs, okay? It's clear because of the dive earlier and the way you guys are playing. So, I probably said it already, but I'll say it again. Do not aim for the KDA, okay? Try to go push objectives. Honestly, the way you have to play this game out is, well, in this rank, is more about the KD, yes, but keep in mind that it's really not a good habit to chase for kills. To take free kills, like they're giving away to you guys, like right now, is good, yes, because they're basically committing suicide and letting you guys kill them. So why not take it, right? But I'll just wait until the animation sound finishes. But the last kill on Udyr, the way you and Katarina chased Udyr, it was not the right decision to do, because it's not optimal to chase after a Udyr like that. Okay. So a few recommendation I would have is, one, do not get baited by your champion's kit. Yes, you have some dashes, but you are not forced to use them. Okay. Do not get into dangerous situation for the sake of using a champion's passive. Okay. Unless it is really worth it, like a Sign passive or something like that, or a Karthus passive. Second of all, it would be like, do not over chase. Like you did last time. You did not do it much this game, if not like only once, but it's something that you have to keep in mind. But I won't repeat everything I just said. Third, when your team dives, in that situation earlier where you could not do anything to the turret, you were not going to get the turret. You are better off getting helping your team get the turret. I mean dive. Third, be careful about your positioning and your decision making, because sometimes, yes, it is worth using your spells or your summoners, but other times it's better to keep them. Like I'll give you a couple of examples in this game. Like earlier when you use your heal to try to chase the Ezreal, it was not worth it to try to chase the Ezreal and use your heal on that. Okay. So obviously you were not going to get him under the turret anyway. Another example would be when you use your ultimate on Leona in the middle lane to catch the Udyr. The Udyr was already going towards you guys, so you did not need to use your ultimate for Leona. And also, a counter example to that is when in the mid lane you did not use your ultimate to throw Leona in. Leona had to use her flash because you wanted to keep your 90 seconds. Though that double kill could have secured the dragon and get you a double kill gold and just deny a lot of resources for the other team. I'll remind you something small that you had to keep in mind when countering a dragon. You have to focus on the jungler, unless he's way too tanky or something like that. But the primary target usually is the jungler, and then the carries or other stuff that are accessible to you. But do not focus down the dragon. Okay, you did not do it, but it's something that I'm adding to this game. Do not focus down the dragon, so it becomes like a 50-50 battle smite. Okay. So thank you everyone for listening to this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please thumbs up the video, share it with a lot of people, so the most people it help, the more happy I am. Also remember to subscribe to my channel to be alerted when I release more videos. And again, thank you guys for listening, and see you next time.